prisoner. Main floor. We have to go in here and then we can have a look around here. What level are you guys? Level 4.
We are of the divine. I would never harm you. My methods will bring you closer to his perfect will. Yes, your source will be gone, but your sacrifice will mean the salvation of hundreds, thousands. You will be cured of something entirely dangerous. We don't know from whence these beasts
Your sacrifice doesn't sound very
we do know
nice.
source calls them.
Okay, let's try to save this elven prisoner. Just thinking about if there will be a fight, how to position myself nicely. No? We'll just stay outside with the rest. Quick save. And go in with Lavender.
Guards! What's this elven prisoner doing in here?
I beg your pardon, Your Honor. He must have slipped his watchman. You! Who let you out of your cell? Come along. You'll be tried when you're called.
Since the Magister has a tarnished spirit, he's inflicted great suffering on many.
The Magister flushes with indignation. He lays a hand upon his sword.
It's for their own good. It's for the good of us all. If you can't understand that...
Sure, for the good of all.
Let's not be hasty, Magister. This ought to be an education for all of us.
I did Orevan. That's also the one who signed the letter we found on the ship at the beginning.
Tell me, sorcerer, what did you hope to gain by interrupting these proceedings?
Brother, do not answer. You must run. Run!
Lavender narrows his eyes and says, I just couldn't allow this travesty of justice to continue.
The only travesty is that anyone could be unwilling to sacrifice what must be sacrificed. All that you give up, you give back to the realm. It's very simple, and very selfish to refuse.
Yeah, easy for you to say that others should just give up. I mean, what exactly? The Divine Order has already deprived me of my freedom. What more do they want?
How to explain it? You see, with this wand, I can leech the source from within you. You'll no longer attract Voidwoken. Rivellon need no longer fear you. All this talk, why don't I just show you?
Oh no.
Madam, please do hold still.
No! Animal! Beast! Slug! Please! No!
At least the visual effect looked kind of similar to the thing that Dallas did to the Lizard Magister in the very beginning. Now, as we expected, from the notes we read down in the prison, she's a silent monk. Completely deprived of her own will.
Perfection.
Gosh. A wave of understanding passes over you. You realize that those creatures you've been meeting in the fort are cured sorcerers. People like you. Look at the High Judge in disgust.
I imagine it's quite hard for you to fathom. I don't suppose I'd look forward to this fate myself, but you must understand, if your kind are left well enough alone, the Voidwoken will destroy us. All of us. This elf has sacrificed her source. Some might say the spark of life within her. But she has done so in the name of us all. She is a hero.
Can you still call it sacrifice if it wasn't willingly? I mean, yeah, you can true. But still, she didn't do it herself. You did that. Wow. Ugh, how horrible. Yeah. Just purging all the people here and then turning them into servants. And then you had Niles experimenting even more on them. You know, you could spare the party line. This is nothing more than murder, or even worse.
I would have loved for you to have seen our point, my friend. It would have made your transformation all the more rewarding for both of us. But the Divine Order doesn't need you to understand. It only needs you to accept.
I don't. No one here does.
Now it's your turn to repent, my friend. I'm so glad you joined us here today. Even if you can't admit it to yourself, perhaps now you realize how crucial you are to our salvation.
Gosh. Yeah, truly divine what they're doing here. Okay. It's funny because they are not in the fight so far. Don't hear the music. Aura of Retribution, so we have to kill this one first. I mean, we could just go around here and just attack. On the other hand, that Lavender's quite alone with those enemies. Let's just try it. Why are you a bush? You have less magic. Yeah, they have less magic armor. Monk doesn't have any physical armor at all. We really have to kill this one first. You have no physical armor. Nice. Go. Just transform this one into a chicken if we want. Ah, come on, let's do that. Here we go. Chicken with a retribution aura. Alright. Here we go. And last but not least... I think for Fane it would be smarter to just attack the people down here. Now we can start. We don't really want to attack those because they have their retribution aura. Let's attack the Silent Monk first. Corpse so far. Some damage.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Yeah, reflecting half the damage they take is quite mean. Hey, at least if they go out of the radius, they lose the aura. I mean, it makes the whole thing even worse that they actually think they're doing a good thing here. Doesn't it? And I mean, especially with Dallas also doing all those horrible experiments, it's just like... Yeah, we basically just cattle we sorcerers for her, right? Let's just kill this chicken. Nice. Retribution, go. Can I hit you? Yes, nice.
I'll yield to none.
Ow. I would say that was very effective. But also our positioning is just really, really nice. Let's go for Blood Totem. And some encouragement. The totem can be encouraged. Interesting. And our blood infusion didn't work. Oh well. Here we go. Just focus on that one. Okay, you're sleeping, so I really didn't want to wake you up. You're over there. Well, we just wait for the next turn and then have like lots of AP. I think we're just going to do that. Oh no. Hi. Okay, that was not as bad as I expected. I can't attack you and... Now let's wait. Oh! Beast didn't even join the fight! Oh well. I'm sorry, Beast, I didn't even notice you weren't participating. Oh well. Let's throw you on this guy. Be you with another one of you. Nice double damage. Wow. 50 damage. Yikes. I also don't like you. Your problem for future Lavender, so let's go for this guy here. Nice. Should we just run? Let's just run. Great. Yikes. Am I in attack of opportunity range of you? Probably not. And I'm also playing Lohse and not Sebille. Ah, here we go. Nice. Nice. Magical armor still holding up. And this is enough. It's like, especially the first fights were like really close. Now it's getting better and better. I can't reach you, so let's go for this poor guy. Go. Yes. I mean... that just attacks... Let's just go for the wand attack. Too smart. No. Let's just reposition, otherwise we can't really do anything. So fast. But thankfully she doesn't really seem to have a weapon. I can't get around you. Let's just delay our turn and hope that Elven will move. Oh, nice. Bye. What are you going to do?
Fading.
I should have used my AP. Oh gosh. Okay. I want to just run away from him, but then again, why not? Way out of my reach. But now he has to run too, right? Damn it. Why does it deal 25 damage for you? For Lohse it's just like 7. 0 to 2. Requires a shield. Don't you have a shield anymore? Ah, cause they changed from a weapon before one-handed? Then the weapon before was actually nicer. Let's just stick to that. Walk on for the Sphere of Brackus Race. Ah, come on. Here we go. Still, see, our bouncing shield is way less powerful. Okay. Lohse, I trust in you, don't slip. Wow, in the very end. Sadness. Here we go. What kind of dodgy shenanigans are those? Wow. It is not my day. At least that's fun. Come on. Okay, I don't really know how much damage our wands are dealing. I don't think that's enough. It was. Nice. Come on. Come on. Bye-bye, self-righteous prick. I would say, one more to go. Let's just hide behind the grates, so they can still... What kind of precise throwing is that? To get right through those holes. Oh well. Let's just build a totem.
Prepare yourself.
They usually pay off. You were supposed to damage, not to heal me. I wonder why his shield is stronger. Also, I just want to point out, he could throw to me through the gate, and I can't cast my spell through it. I call that cheating. Nope. Oh, come on. I can't do that. Okay, let's walk. Just have to be patient. Good thing that I'm so patient. What? What even was that? Anyway. Now we're talking. And you know what? Because I don't like you being around here. Here we go. So. Why is it just healing me? I'm at full HP. Oh no. Oh no, come on. Using that will destroy the totem, but oh, come on. At least he's frozen. Hey, indeed, that totem attacked.
anything.
Poor beast. At least they will be stopping just purging all the sorcerers. I wonder what happens. I mean, if like the wand can purge someone of their souls, where does it go? Especially because we read that Nice likes to give the silent monks at least some souls. Where do you store it? Is it in the wand? Can you use it? Well, maybe we can loot one of those. First, let's have a snack. Oh, no story. Interesting that we don't have any scene, that we don't get any memories. Usually we do. Elegant ring, awarding huntsman. It's mace, but it's also cash. But I think I will just give the ring to Sebille just for a little bit of extra protection. Don't forget to equip that one. Here we go. Give the other one to Lohse. What a battle! Crafter's Grimoire, Part 18. This veritable tome of knowledge teaches you a plethora of handy adventuring recipes. 77. That's actually quite a few. Richly bound book. Let's see what he was writing or reading. The sin of souls is inborn. We are all of us marked by the strange power, both creative and destructive. It is no wonder some are seduced to manipulate it. Still, there's a stark difference between that which is understandable and that which is permissible. The sin of souls has no place within our realm. Time and again, it has gone rancid within its hosts, been used to torture and kill, call beasts of unspeakable horror into our midst. It cannot continue. Yeah, Orvand, you are talking about unspeakable horror? Taking away the will of people and making them just obedient husks? Oh gosh. By the way, that actually sounds kind of similar to being tranquilized in Dragon Age. Yeah. Wonder I don't like them.
Swish! The Magister certainly don't spare expenses, do they?
Not really, and... oh wow, Alexander, you had this painting made twice? This guy has ego issues. Of a knight, and of course everything. The golden adorned frame. Ice Striker. Who is that? Let's read some of those books. Encyclopedia of Flora. The ultimate guide to noxious bulbs. Noxious bulbs grow in the temperate regions of Rivellon. They thrive in open areas, where the intricate root system can freely grow. Commonly used as a means of security, noxious bulbs are well known for their vivid colors and their equally vivid defense mechanisms. Once they are fully grown, they appear in a multitude of variations. The effects of the bulbs roughly match the appearance as well as the element to which the bulb is most susceptible. For instance, a red noxious fire bulb is susceptible to fire, and a yellow noxious earth bulb is susceptible to the earth elements. They are very sturdy flowers that are hard to destroy or uproot, but if one does manage to destroy them, they will hardly go down without a boom. Ah, sounds fun. Exploding plants. Tales of the Seven Gods. The Seven Gods were still young when they decided that each of them should have their own race to guide through the eternal flow of time. And thus, it happened that Relic, the most powerful of all gods, became the patron of humans. I wonder if it truly was like that, or it's just like another case of humans thinking they are superior, and thus saying that. The burly Duma created the dwarves in his own likeness and even lived alongside them in the mountainous caverns. Tersendelius, the poet, went into the woods and created the elves. He blessed them with near mortality and wisdom. The reptile goddess Solstice wished to command a proud warrior race, and thus she created the lizard people, fierce fighters from the wastelands. The god Rogir, renowned for his brutality and violence, created the orcs and enslaved them, oh gosh, for more than 300 years before he left Rivellon. What a nice creator! Xantheza, the goddess of mirth and laughter, wanted an intelligent race, versed in the arts of magic around her. She created the imps, who were talented magicians and engineers. The goddess Amadia was an outsider, preferring to live in complete solitude. As the centuries passed, the 6 races spread over the continent. One day, Amadia's dalliance with a wizard resulted in the birth of several demigods. She granted her love immortality, and decided that she would act as the patron and mother of the wizards. Although wizards are not considered as a separate race, they have always had their own goddess to pay tribute to. Xantheza sounds fun. Tinkering and magic and creation. Laws of deceit. Ooh, lone wolves. Claws of deceit. Since I was a young girl, my mother always used the name of the lone wolves to strike fear into my heart. Bed by 8, don't be late, when who's the owl, the wolves will prowl. My other children from the upper parts of Arx played Magisters vs. Black Ring. In our lowly district, we only played a game called Contract, each taking turns to be the lone wolf hunting assassination targets. Little was I to know that years later I'd be plucked from the very streets by their leader, Roost Anlin himself. Oh, that's the one who gave the contract to Ifan. Curious. A connection. Oh, I had fallen on hard times then, the hardest. I was but a scullery girl in the chamber of Lord Linda Cam, ever trying to steer clear of his harridan wife Paulina. It's not really a spoiler, but Linda Cam will be important in the 4th act of the game, so keep that name in mind. Quite the important guy. Well, I meet the handsome Roost. Oh, so handsome. One night, as I dutifully scurried home from market with the fresh tea leaves Lady Paulina had ordered. Pay no heed to any other rumours you may have heard. I was at the market I met him, and no mistake. He sidled up to me, all bright teeth and cheekbones. By the time I found out he was a lone wolf, it was too late. He already had the keys to Cam's mansion, all the good silverware, and my heart. Now let me tell you how it all happened. All of the following pages were ripped from the book by a violent hand. Can we talk about that to Ifan?
The air out here's a damn sight better than in Fort Joy, eh?
We can. You know, I actually read a book about the lone wolves named Claws of Deceit. Was that story really about Bruce Anlin true?
Ifan looks at you askance, then doubles up, laughing. He wipes tears from his eyes and stutters to speak, but he can't stop laughing enough to do so.
Okay, apparently not.
Oh, she was a fine one. You see there, she writes like a cottage innocent, but the truth is, it was she who stole everything from the Chems.
Oh, that's smart. To write it like that.
She wrote that whole book to cover her tracks, so nobody would look for the missing gold anywhere near her. She never even met Roost, though she paints quite an accurate picture of his, bedroom antics.
So, they did spend time together.
And with that, he's laughing uncontrollably again, waving you away with both hands.
You know, I was wondering, do you ever get, like, lonely on the road?
Lonely? I wouldn't think so. I went from life in the regiment, to life in the pack, to life on the road with you. I haven't had time to be lonely.
He pauses, reddening slightly as he looks at you curiously.
Ah.
Unless, wait. What did you mean exactly?
Lavender winks. You know, I meant, like, lonely.
Ifan blushes fiercely and looks at the distant horizon, scuffing his boot awkwardly on the ground.
Ah, so cute.
Let's talk about that another time. A time that's not, now. You know, later.
So awkward and cute.
As he turns away in an uncharacteristically clumsy manner, you see that his eyes are bright, and the hint of a smile hides within his beard.
Ifan's the best. I'm a little bit confused by those attitude increasing thingies. It always has like different values for everyone, but oh well. Let's look around some more. A fine book. There was a great need then. Unfathomable forces of darkness. Forces so great the Seven themselves could not hold them at bay. Began to gather like storm clouds over our great realm. So they made a decision. They would put their differences, their rivalries, their pride aside, and join in a single avatar. One who could unite the power into a single, almighty force of order and good. Lucian was chosen from among those summoned. Lucian the worthy, Lucian the holy. 7 times divine was he, and yet, still, he fell. Creation of Lucian the Divine, all of the gods sacrificing some of their powers and divinity, yeah, still finished. Legendary pamphlets. Assailers, scavengers, and fellow magisters, do not follow the light. There's no lighthouse in all of Driftwood, and no friendly fire by which to sail. Midnight flames are ruse organized by dwarven filth to lure you into their piratical trap. Trust me, I know from when I talk. Magister Yvette. Driftwood is one of the places we are going to visit in a later part of this adventure. Ooh, Raining Blood. There's some combined skills, which are quite nice. So for Raining Blood, it's a combination of Hydrosophist and Necromancy. So you also need both skills to learn it. So yeah, I mean, actually, we can learn that. There we go. Scale boots, which require strength. So let's go for them. And let's see if we can give the other ones to Sebille because of the sneaking advantage. They have more magical armor. So let's give them to someone else. Fane? Fane. Go. Dwarven customs and traditions. The final page contains an illustration of a bird-like creature surrounded by dwarves. The vulture, Duna's undertaker. And if you already forgot, Duna is the patron, the god of the dwarves. The Undertaker's followers, known as Death Heralds, craft powerful armor from feathers gathered during initiation ceremonies. The rites were strict. An offering of muffin infused with sauce and earth was set upon a special altar, followed by rehearsed map, noting the location of the altar is drawn in the margin. The rest of the entry is missing. There's actually a quest, and then we can craft a very, very nice armor set. So nice indeed, that in my first Let's Play I used it till the very end. Strike terror into their hearts. It seems to be a soldier's journal of successful tours, where the author focuses on scaring the enemy into surrendering. You assume it is a peaceful treatise on warp psychology until you find a small sheet of paper hidden within, which details how to make a grenade that can strike terror into the hearts of your adversaries. Unfortunately, it seems to require one tormented soul. Not so nice. Anything outside here? No, I don't think so. Ah, but we could have entered also through here. Interesting. Anything else which is interesting? Letter. It's also interesting that in the beginning I kind of thought that this would be like the private chambers of, well, either Alexander or the High Judge Orivant. But we have 4 beds here. Read the letter. From the desk of her ladyship, Dallas, right hand to Bishop Alexander, son of the divine. To our brave troops in Fort Joy, be warned, a tediously bothersome but not altogether disorganized group of rebels calling themselves Seekers have set their eyes on some of our sorcerers. They may or may not have facilitated the escape of at least 2 special ones, and you are forewarned to be on high alert. If any so-called Seekers are found, they are to be delivered to my person directly for treatment I, and only I, may administer. Mistakes and missteps will not be tolerated. D. For Dallas. Ah, Dallas. Such a horrible woman. Another book. Brettleson's Silly Book of Blanks, Volume 452. The race asked the mighty god, one of the 7, for the power to fly. An exclamation shrieked to the gods. How dare you? You're no better than another of the 7. Silly folk. Sacrifice your finest object to me on day, or I shall smite thee with a plague of unclean beast. The elves asked their mighty god Teosendelius for the power to fly. Maker, shrieked the god. Poor insects, shrieked the god. How dare you? You're no better than Duma, silly folk. Sacrifice your finest wine to me on the next Wednesday, or I shall smite thee with a plague of frogs. I guess you gotta keep yourselves entertained while killing sorcerers. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we actually cleaned up. There's another way out of here. Go through here. Could go down here and probably fall down, and then we would get outside too. Okay, I would say we go to the harbor here, and then we can really escape. That's a really good thing. I can't imagine anyone would have sympathy for the Magisters. It's just so horrible what they do. And I mean, there's still Voidwoken appearing, and like all the times I use sorcery, they didn't appear.